Welcome everyone to Tuesday's Ragnarök MasterBrews Minute Plus.
Yes,
Um,
welcome. Hello.
How are you doing, Penguin?
I'm doing amazing out here in Twitch land, waiting for all of our comments to come in, letting us know people are here. But I'm excited to take a look at Ragnarok today. It's been a couple days.
Yeah, so we were wondering what we should show people today, and we decided it'd be a good time to show the differences when you get your warriors. What traits can go where, what rarities exist, and how to identify them easily. Other than, of course, reading the metadata, but
Right.
visually, how can I tell mine is rare at a glance versus knowing it's like a lower level tier. So we do have a unique system in place for that, which I don't believe many projects have used. I feel like we say that a lot here at Ragnarök. But yeah, let's jump into it and show some examples. So here we have Penguin's girlfriend.
Yeah, that's right.
She dressed up for the occasion, and as you can see, this hellish creature. This is a warrior under the Hell faction.
Yeah.
It's got a few problems, but if you're still watching and haven't run away very creeped out and disturbed, the first thing you can notice is they all have a different belt and a different belt color.
Right here.
So this is the easiest way you're going to be able to tell your rarity, because all other traits aside, the belt is confined to the rarity tier. So if you have a leather belt, well, you've gotten a Drengir, which is the lower tier or common warrior, if you want to call them that.
Okay.
If you happen to get bronze, as we see in this next picture, then you got a Thegan, and the Thegan is equivalent of what we would, consider an uncommon.
I see.
So you're going to get a little bit of a boost in battle if you're an uncommon fighting, a common. So if you're a Thegan versus a Drengir, well, I think you get, if I recall, 2.5%.
2.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we can go to Mr. Steel over here. And first of all, I just want to say that's an awesome Doctor Strange cape.
Agreed. Saving.
But what matters here is the belt. And the steel belt indicates that he's a berserker. And the berserker, gets a larger benefit against anybody whose tier is below him. So he's considered, let's call him a rare or an epic. That's probably a good term for him. And then finally, we have this dude over here, and the gold belt is the indication that you've got a legendary or an Einherjar, if I'm pronouncing it right. So this is obviously who you want to target, who you want to aim for. They have by far the biggest boost in battle, and that gives you the best chance to win. So there are only, I believe, it's, I think, 16 per faction. So to the 512, I think there's only 16. Now that actually might be 8. I have to go back to check our final numbers. But let's just say there are not many of them.
Yeah.
And if you get one, you're a very lucky person. Oh well, I think this guy had a few issues with his throat.
Yeah, he's got that. What do they call it? The Irish smile.
There is a secondary trait, which is a little more subtle in some of them, but it is also an indicator. And I guess let's go backwards. So if you see here, the eyes, they're kind of glowing blue. They have that, Street Fighter Hadouken look.
Yeah.
Very ephemeral, very even Ghost Rider style. So yeah, let's that would be, again, it's on the rarest of them, the legendary.
Yeah.
Now if you see it on a tier down, it's just starting to glow. It doesn't have that full kind of blue flame to it.
Right.
And as we backtrack lower, you'll see here it just has maybe a bit of red to it. It's it's really subtle, but it's getting there, like it's starting. And if you go to the common, you'll notice he just has plain white eyes. And they're a little bloodshot, but
a little. I mean, you can't spend that much time with Hell and not have a little bit of bloodshot. Right?
He doesn't get much sleep down there. There's party all the time. So these are the two traits out of, I believe, most factions have, I think, 8 traits, 9 traits, 7 traits. But those are the two that are consistent between all the factions, that those indicate your rarity tier. Of course, the rarity tier will be very clearly marked in the metadata itself. But we just wanted to show you that, this is another small detail that went into things that we hope people will like and appreciate. And as far as all the other traits, yeah, they can be across the tiers. So if you get an axe, you get a dagger, it doesn't have any effect on if your guy is rare or how he'll do in battle. So yeah, that's kind of how the system works here. And now that we've given you the stuff of nightmares,
Yeah.
Which trait on these guys is your favorite, Penguin?
Which trait is my favorite? I know I should say I love the gold belt the best, but I love that steel belt.
Yeah, I was asking trait category. Like, my favorite on these has got to be the heads on top of the head.
Oh, yeah.
Like the many faces. So that's the trait I like on this particular faction.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, for me, I mean, I really love these tattoos, the rune tattoos. They're something special. I think I'd be looking for a guy with a bunch of rune tattoos.
Yeah. And then what about our little what are our little friends here, these little fireballs?
Yeah, these little fireballs indicate a trait as well, and they come in 3 different colors. So you can see we've got a couple crossover here in the black, and then there's also the red.
So I believe these were meant to be souls. They're souls of the damned, kind of just stuck in the underworld, and they're kind of helping Hell's minions here, like whether they want to or not. So yeah, if I were you, try not to get your soul trapped there, and
or see what happens.
But yeah, this is Hell's minions. This explains the visual rarity impact and how the traits work. So other traits, we mentioned some, but they differ a little bit per faction. Like, I think most factions have body scarring and have rune tattoos, but they all have, I think, weapons of some form. Right. But other ones have distinct ones, like obviously the heads here, the faces.
Yeah.
Or for example, if you're a Jormungandr reptilian warrior, well, you spit acid. Kind of like the old reptile Mortal Kombat days. And everyone's going to have little differences, and then some that are common. In this case, I guess he has I don't want to call it a shawl. Maybe it's more like a cloak. This one just happened to be a short cloak.
Short cloak, yeah.
And yeah, so there's a nice variety, a nice consistency between factions, and then they all have stuff to make them distinct. So we, we're very happy. We love the art, and obviously the artist Ragnarök put much thought into those small details, especially when it comes to things like the eyes, where there's a lot of people we've shown different ones to, and they didn't even notice the eyes were different. At all. So
no, this is a good
nice touch, we think.
This is a good visual aid. I think it's going to help a lot of people out. And we'll make sure to get this video posted so everybody can enjoy this news.
Yeah, and then let us know your thoughts as always. I see Ziffer. Hello, Ziffer.
Hello.
And I think that's it for our minute plus today. It ran about 8 minutes and 50 seconds. So
new record for a non-Monday. I love it.
Yeah.
All right,
everyone. We will see you in battle.
Enjoy your